Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with a little Dr. Kenny Smiles update. He is getting divorced. He is suing a fellow dentist. He also has a lot of people that are coming forth sharing their inappropriate interactions with him over the last couple of weeks. So I wanted to provide this update, and I also want to share my thoughts on the Dougherty Dozen purchasing a pit bull puppy for one of their children and how I feel about that. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so this video I'm actually making because I found out today through one of my Instagram followers that Dr. Kenny's wife has actually filed for divorce. And I think that a lot of us could probably see this coming. I mean, Dr. Kenny is a confirmed creep, and you can stand by your man, but for how long? Like, how many victims need to come forward to confirm that he was not only cheating on you, but also being extremely unprofessional and disgusting with clients and using his social media newfound fame to basically try to pressure women into doing things for him.
I have found a video that proves, in my opinion, that Dr. Kenny's wife is fully aware as to what he has been doing on social media to patients, to young women. The woman that he sent this to, I will have more to share about her story later, because she was very, very, very close to Dr. Kenny professionally. So I'm going to say for now, I'll share more on her story later, but this is a video that he sent to this woman who he had a professional working relationship with, and this is his wife's response.
Alright, I just wanted to ask you if, since going through it right now, if I could send her a dick pic.
No.
Yeah. No, I can or can't?
No.
But she's going through it.
I can't deal with you.
Sorry, I tried.
So in my opinion, I believe wifey knows what he's doing and either just doesn't care or doesn't feel like she can get out. I don't know. I'm starting to lose sympathy.
I think that the whole thing is awful and disgusting. And even though I am not here to respond to every single victim that has come forward, I will link a TikTok page down below. This girl, she has basically received so many different stories from people that are backed up by evidence and proof and all of the things. And they have come forward to share their inappropriate interactions with Dr. Kenny. People like this, I will always say, you know, if you are a creep and it can be proven that you're this creepy guy, like, I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care what you do for a living. I don't care what you've done for people during the time that you've been on social media. Like, all of that goes down the drain once you're a confirmed pervert. I don't care. People can say, oh, well, he helped so many people with their dental work, or okay, that does not discount any of the things that he has done, and that also does not and should not silence the voices of the victims that have come forward. But this article from The Independent says Dr. Kenny Smiles, a TikTok famous dentist whose real name is Kenneth Wilstead, has sued another social media famous dentist for damaging his business during an online debate. The October 9th complaint claims that Texas-based dentist Dr. Kenny is suing Massachusetts-based dentist Dr. Miguel Ortiz for business disparagement against his practice Smile Again Dental and intrusive invasion of privacy after a live stream between the two dentists went haywire. The filing hinges on a live debate between the two dentists on Instagram that began on the 10th of June. It also refers to the Texas dentist by his TikTok nickname, Dr. Kenny. Dr. Ortiz reportedly told Dr. Kenny ahead of time that the debate would focus on the different methods of cosmetic dentistry, the filing stated. Little did Dr. Kenny know or even imagine that Dr. Ortiz was planning to ambush him and cross-examine him as to his ethics, embarrass him to a national audience, and basically attempt to take Dr. Kenny's patients to become his own. Dr. Kenny claimed that the debate was not actually about modern dentistry, but rather Dr. Ortiz suggesting that Dr. Kenny's methods were unethical and wrongful. The complaint described the dentist discussion as a witch hunt. Dr. Kenny was hounded on his use of dental caps and crown replacement method, the complaint said, accusing Dr. Ortiz of a ploy under the guise of a debate in an attempt to embarrass Dr. Kenny and destroy his image and business, to bolster his own national reputation and increase his patient rolls. Dr. Ortiz used falsification and exaggeration to discredit Dr. Kenny's methods, labeling them as extreme and impermanent, harmful to the patient, overpriced, and a process that will eventually lead to future dental problems. Kenny eventually walked off the camera during the debate. Dr. Kenny eventually walked out the camera during the debate, according to the filing, but Dr. Ortiz kept the cameras rolling to discuss Dr. Kenny's ethics, a topic not elaborated on further in the complaint, but one that has been trending on TikTok for the past month. It also goes into how he has been sexually explicit and very inappropriate with his patients and potential patients, and that is what I covered in my first video. Dr. Kenny is a certified creep. There is absolutely zero excuse for any of the things that he did. There is no excusing this kind of behavior. Again, I don't care what kind of degree you have. I don't care what kind of work you've done for your community. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care if you seem like a nice guy to the majority of people. Like I said, once you are a certified pervert and it can be documented and confirmed, it's a no-go for anybody who has any amount of emotional intelligence. So that's what's going on with Dr. Kenny. I also wanted to throw in the end of this video here, because it is quite frankly not worth a dedicated video. Alicia Dougherty decided to go ahead and get the kinship boy a pit bull puppy. And based on what I understand, this is not a puppy that was rescued from, a local shelter where there are literally hundreds and thousands of pit bull dogs that desperately need to be rescued. Pit bulls are the #1 breed that are at animal shelters desperately in need of being rescued. And it breaks my heart to, not only in what might be an unpopular opinion, I don't think that Alicia Dougherty is in the position to take on a third dog. I don't think that she delegates chores and housework enough to her older kids for them to properly pitch in and help out and actually be, helpful in raising this dog. But when you have shelters that are full of this exact breed that desperately need to be rescued and given a good home, to pay money to a breeder for the same dog breed is irresponsible and very stupid in my opinion. Hey guys, I'm sitting here thinking, like I usually do as I'm editing this video, and something really cool that Alicia could have done, instead of paying for this puppy and giving it to this kinship boy, she could have worked with one of her local shelters to spread awareness of some of the dogs that are in need of homes in her area. She could have used her sizable platform to actually work with one or more of her local shelters and shown some of the other dogs that are in desperate need of homes. We're going into the winter time and these shelters start to get overcrowded, and they literally have the exact breed that she paid for all of this money for this puppy. And instead of being an advocate, like she always claims that she wants to be an advocate and do advocacy work, you pay for this puppy instead of saying, hey, I have a really large platform and a really big audience. Let's show some of these dogs on my channel and help to get them homes. Let's help to spread awareness of these dogs that are sitting in these local shelters and could really use a loving home. I want to use my audience to spread that message. Instead, she bought the damn puppy, and that's just what you get with her. Again, every single time, it's a fake savior complex, and I will not be convinced otherwise. I realize that it's tough with dog breeds because I will speak from personal experience. For the longest time, I really wanted a pit bull. However, once we were financially ready to bring a dog into our life, there was a huge list of breed restrictions at my prior place where we were living, and it would not have been accepted. Like, there were, probably 15 breeds that were not allowed on the premises, and it sucks because all of those breeds are the ones that are locally available in the shelters. And so nevertheless, that's not what this conversation is about, but I think it's predictable. I think that she tries to buy love and affection from these kids, and I find it to be very it's a stupid decision. Does Alicia Dougherty have money? Sure, she does. But she has shown that she is not the type of person to really dive in and give the proper amount of attention and care to her current dogs. And y'all can argue with me all day and night about that. I have watched her content. I have seen how disconnected she is. I have seen how careless she is. And now she has a dog that is going to absolutely need a high level of training and engagement and undisturbed or undisrupted one-on-one attention. And I just find the Dougherty house to be an absolute chaos, nonsensical circus. And I just don't know if that is the best environment for a dog that is going to need an elevated level of training and care from the owners. So whatever, I think that it's an absolute sham, and it sucks that this exact breed is overcrowding shelters, and you have people like Alicia Dougherty who are willing to just pay for the puppy from a breeder, and that's just the way that it goes. You can literally look at the stats and realize that pit bulls are always available to adopt from the shelter, and Alicia Dougherty is a homeowner. So you don't need to worry about breed restrictions when you're a homeowner. I wish that we owned our own home because I would probably have 4 or 5 pit bulls right now. But that's just not my story right now. Hopefully in the future, at some point in time, I would love to become a homeowner because that would get rid of the breed restriction issue. And I can fill the backyard with some pit bulls from, our local shelter, because they are always available and they are always in need of loving, caring homes. So that's going to be my little rant for today. Tell me how you guys feel down below. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.